Okay, 3 p.m. JD3 PPX. Standing by for now.
M1EUX, M1EUX, 2E0 VBE, 2E0 VBE, standing by.
Okay, guys. This is M0OMT. 1 second. And I'm doing it again. Okay, guys, this is M0OMT for the Worldwide Rag 2 Amateur Radio Network. Welcome this Sunday. It's nice to be back. The name here is Stu, Sierra Tango Uniform. Stu's the name, and I'm up in the northeast of England. My call sign is M0OMT. Apologies, I didn't manage to get any early check-ins. I'm trying to get set up and I'm all fingers and thumbs, but I am ready for you. Let me just give the spiel and then we'll just start the ball rolling. This is the Worldwide Rag 2 Amateur Radio Network. The purpose of this net is to talk and discuss the hobby of amateur radio. That could be anything from HF to UHF to VHF. So, with that, there's a few waiting in the wings. I'm going to let you all introduce yourself. So, please come with your call sign twice, slowly and phonetically, please. QRZ, QRZ for the Worldwide Rag 2 Amateur Radio Network.
Whiskey 1 Alpha Delta, Whiskey 1 Alpha Delta, Frank, Northern Nevada, US.
Two Echo Zero, Victor Bravo Echo, 2 Echo Zero, Victor Bravo Echo, Duncan in North Devon.
VA3 KKY, Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Yankee, Kevin.
Whiskey Delta 1 Alpha Juliet Mike. Whiskey Delta 1 Alpha Juliet Mike. WD1 AJM Adam in Rutland City, Vermont.
Okay, got 4 years checking in there. I'm going to reverse order. So I've got Whiskey Delta 1 Alpha Juliet Mike, Adam in Rutland, Vermont. I've also got VA3 KKY, Kevin. I wonder if he's back in Ontario, Canada, or still in California. We'll find out shortly. 2-0 Victor Bravo Echo. We have Duncan down in North Devon in the UK. And first one on the podium today, we've got Whiskey 1 Alpha Delta, Frank in Nevada. Nice to hear you, Frank. Happy New Year to you. First time in the chair for me. How are you doing?
This is W1AD, Northern Nevada, U.S. Good day to you, Stu, and to everyone else on the net. Nice to hear y'all. Lovely cold morning here out in Northern Nevada. Very clear sky. We're far enough away from any of those terrible fires down in Southern California that it doesn't affect us, and so we're having a pretty day here. Hope everyone's doing well. No big news, and let's see what else. Hope that Scott's folks are doing better. I know that's been a real big challenge for them. So what's going on with you, Stu? This is W1AD, back to net control.
Yeah, I'm zero. Tell you what, 24 your life couldn't get more chaotic. Someone introduced me to TikTok, so we're TikToking today. We're live streaming over on TikTok. Hopefully the guys will appreciate it over there. Got a couple of new antennas. I've just built a V dipole of 440 meters. That's in the garden. That's erected. Just waiting to test it. I've got some new coax coming for it. Decent coax as well. Not your cheap and chatty stuff. So got to do it right the first time. And I've also got a 20-meter telescopic vertical, like a chameleon antenna. You may have seen them. So that's brilliant. It'll collapse down into a bag, take it anywhere. All you need is a patch of grass and you're on the air. To you, Frank.
Okay, very good. Oh, that's exciting. Lots of work for you. Sounds like you're having fun. You know, the Chameleon company, they're up here in Reno, not too far from us. And I know that they've been generous to the local club up there, and maybe even some of the, like the hospital and that kind of stuff. And I've seen some of their stuff operate, and quite clever designs, and so good for them. Glad they're doing so well. A little pricey, but hey, you know what? You get what you pay for. And so that's it from here. We're just getting our day started, and we're going to head out here in a few minutes. So back to net control. Have a great day and a good week from W1AD.
Yeah, W1AD, M0MT. Yeah, mine's not a chameleon. Mine's a Chinese ripoff. So you can imagine the site I bought it from. I'm not allowed to say the name of the site because they'll shut me down. But it's not the one that begins with A, and it does begin with A. So maybe that'll point you in the right direction. It's not a chameleon, but it's a copy. It's like a clone. They're cloning everything. I think I got it for about, well, it was under £50. Under £50 for a multi-band portable antenna. I can't complain with that. All the best to you, Frank. Nice to hear you. Do take care. And yeah, our thoughts go out to Scott and his parents at this time. Okay, I'll move down the list. I've got 2 Echo Zero, Victor Bravo Echo, Duncan in North Devon. The microphone's yours. Come ahead. This is Net Control. I'm looking for 2 Echo Zero Victor Bravo Echo. Are you still out there, Duncan?
Yeah, sorry, Guy. I had a phone call and I had to mute the radio, so I couldn't hear you guys. I do apologize sincerely, but great to hear everybody. As you have it, the name is Duncan this way, and the location is the north coast of Devon in southwest England. Nothing to report at the moment. I'm just waiting for the call to come back again. So I'm going to have to cut it short, but I will be here listening. Back to Net Control, over.
Yeah, 2 Victor Bravo Echo M0 Oscar Mike Tango. Yeah, no problem, Duncan. Nice to hear you. I think this time you've checked in with me. Maybe not for the net, but nice to hear you. And if you've had your phone call, you can easily do a recheck. I'd love to have a bit more chat with you down the log. So don't be a stranger. If you're done on the telephone, then give us a shout back in here, okay? I'll take one more from you.
Yeah, do appreciate that. And yeah, there's nothing worse than trying to make a QSO and the phone goes. So bear with me, chaps, and I'll check back in. I'll put it back to you, and great to hear you again. And I'll put it back over to Net Control. Cheers.
Yeah, obviously, Duncan, yeah, we all get tied up with technology these days, so we always get tied up with technology. Okay, Kevin, VA3KKY. Whereabouts are you, Kevin? Are you home yet? Happy New Year to you. We haven't worked each other since the turn of the year.
I will be next week. Next week will be the 19th. It'll be the day before Martin Luther King holiday, which we don't observe in Canada, but it's easy to remember, so it's easier to square off with and say, right? So, yeah, a day before MLK, you might think. I'll be back in Toronto. But right now it's cold. It's 3 degrees here in Pollock Pines, California. It's like 37 degrees Fahrenheit. There was some ice earlier, not snow, but ice. And we are far away from the current fires. It doesn't mean they don't come to us. It just means this time, this particular juncture, we're safe. So there you go. And yeah, you can never have, I noticed that too, as far as you saying about technology and all that. Yeah, you can never, I notice sometimes I could never have more than one phone or never be using more than one phone. I have the work phone. I have this one that I'm using now, my personal phone, plus a couple of computers. So yeah, there's a lot of things that definitely multitasking seems to just be a whole thing nowadays. They don't seem to let you do that when you drive. It's like tapping your phone can relate to us fines and suits. Could you imagine that? Otherwise, we all need our devices. Anyways, back to you, Stu, and glad to hear you in there. I recognized your voice immediately, of course.
Yeah, VA3KKY M0OMT. Well, it's nice to hear your voice as well, Kevin. Yeah, I've got multiple devices, as I keep getting told. We're running out of wall sockets here in the house for my equipment and what I do, and computers running virtual audio cables and everything. It just gets mad, absolutely mad. And now I'm taking TikTok on board. We've got quite a gathering over there. I've just looked. We've got over 10 people in the channel watching the live stream on TikTok, which is great. Fresh blood. Hopefully they can see the details. They can go to my profile. I can see where to connect, and maybe we'll have them join in here. Maybe they already have. Maybe they've checked us out and they're going to come in. But yeah, I heard about the fires in Los Angeles. That's devastating. There wouldn't be any fires over here in the UK. Well, right down to like 4 degrees, even colder through the night, -4. So we're not getting warmed up just yet. I think everybody's fed up of it now. It's all black ice here in the northeast anyway. It's all black ice. There you go. So I'll wish you a safe journey home, and we'll catch you next time around. I'll give you back for one more, Kevin, and then I'll work my way down to Adam in Rutland.
Right you are. Yeah, we're still in a deep freeze. And, hey, through the week, I have been using this frequency where you have the net. And so it's been pretty impressive. I haven't really broken in. I've just been busy. And sometimes when I want something to listen to, I have tuned in. So, yeah, it's good that there's some activity here. And I'll make a point of busting in when I can. I just hadn't lately. Okay, take care, and we'll be listening. Have a good one, Stu. Hope to catch you somewhere. VA3KKY, back to net.
Yeah, VA3KKY and 012. Cheers, Kevin. All the best. You enjoy what's left of the weekend and your time there. Someone's keying up. Enjoy what's left of your time there with the family. Thank you for keying up. It's lovely in my ear. Whiskey Delta 1 Alpha Juliet Mike. Adam in Rutland. I'll give it to you. How you doing, Adam?
This is Whiskey Delta 1 Alpha Juliet Mike, Adam in Rutland City, Vermont. Out in my front porch, it's a chilly 25 degrees here Fahrenheit. Sun is out, a couple of clouds in the sky. I've been messing around with PokeSag on my hotspot, looking to get a pager to go with it, although it's kind of hard to find. I found a few on eBay, maybe. But other than that, I got a new Yaesu 70D. I've been playing around with Wires X and Fusion. Okay, back to you from WD1 AJM.
Yeah, Whiskey Delta 1 Alpha Juliet Mike, M0MT. Yeah, I've seen your post on the other platform. So what is POSAC? Is that like one of their mesh-tastic things? Would you like to educate the group? I've never heard of it before, Adam. Go ahead.
Well, I'm a little bit, Stu, negligent in my my understanding of it, but basically you go to our internet website and you register for a PokeSags. You can make your hotspot into a transmitter, and if you get a pager, you can transmit a pager alphanumeric message to that pager. And there's nodes all over the place, especially over on your side of the pond. I believe it's a German site. It's called DAPNet, but you can access it from a tablet or a phone or something like that and send a message to a pager through your hotspot. But yeah, I've been experimenting with that a little bit. Back to you, Stu, from WD1HAM.
Yeah, okay, Adam. Yeah, like I say, I've never heard of it until you mentioned it. I am going to have a look at it. I've got all the details of what I need to look for on the other platform, so I'll go look at that. Go look for it. I have heard of Mesh-tastic, where people are putting these little nodes up, and they connect to each other and make a server and everything like that. They look pretty cool. I think you can run one in the UK without even having a license. You could put them on the 446 megahertz. Obviously, here in the UK, that's our PMR. But over your way, 446 is your allocation for amateur radio, isn't it?
WD1AJM. Yes, it is for amateur radio. This operates on a frequency of 439.875, I believe. So that's the frequency in which the pager operates on. That's the default frequency my hotspot is set to. But that's all I know about it for now. I just have to get a pager and try it out. So I'm going to use it with a kid if he's out running around the neighborhood. Not quite old enough for a cell phone yet, but has one, but doesn't use it. So likes to take a radio with him. I'm trying to get him to get his license, but we know how that goes. 12-year-olds. Anyways, back to net control from WD1 AJM.
Yeah, with a pause M0MT. Yeah, you could page him when it's time to come in for his tea, or when he's got to be in for bed. We used to just go off the street lights, and when the street lights come on, you know it's time to come home. So there you go. Yeah, you'll have to keep updated how we get on with that. I'd be interested to hear how it works, and I will look into it. I've put a big exclamation mark on my page here, so I am definitely going to have a look at it. But thanks for checking in, Adam. Always a pleasure to hear your voice, and you take care.
WD1AJM, thank you, Stuart. Always nice to hear your voice too, and pleasure talking to you this morning. 7-3s and well wishes from WD1AJM.
Yes, 7-3. Okay, guys and girls, I am at the bottom of my list, so I am looking for check-ins again. Please come slowly and phonetically. I am doing it old school. I'm writing it down on a sheet of paper, which I'll transfer to the log and then up onto Facebook later. So, without further ado, is there any more check-ins? Somebody was cleaning the mic, so there must be somebody else out there. QRZ for the Worldwide Rag 2 Amateur Radio Network.
KJ4ZOY.
Kilo Bravo 3 Golf Papa X-Ray KD3 GPX Mike York, Pennsylvania.
To Echo Zero Echo Victor Papa 20 EVP Sheffield, England.
Yeah, we got you as well there, Morton. 20 EVP. Yeah, we got you, Morton. There's a couple in front of you. KJ4ZOY. KJ4ZOY. Go ahead, Steve. How you doing? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year back to you, Stu, and to everybody listening. Everything's just fine here. It's a pretty day. In Celsius degrees, it's about 10 and warming up. I've decided at my advanced age, I no longer like being cold. And fortunately, I have enough coats to take care of that. The only other thing I can report is this morning, at least my morning, on 10 and 20 meters, I was listening to some of the most boring people I've ever heard. Didn't even try to get in and say hello. So don't tell them I said that. But that's all I got. Back to you, Stuart.
Yeah, KJ4ZOYM0MT. Well, it's not too warm here, Steve. But it is nice to hear you. I didn't hear you last week. Did I? Were you doing the net last week? I think you were. I think I checked it. Sure I did. I know you were missing one of the weeks, and I thought, well, where the devil is he? But, trying to get things off the ground. You've probably seen posts going out here and there. I was wanting to do a live stream on TikTok. I am live streaming on TikTok, but I wanted one on the radio and one on me, and they banned one of my accounts about 20 minutes ago. So I was devastated. We'll get it off the ground. We intend to do good things on there. You can have muzzle boxes and things like that. We could invite people on screen and things like that. So, as an amateur radio operator, the brain's always ticking and thinking of different ways we can manipulate things. So we'll see where that goes. Back to you, Steve.
Sounds good. Let me know about the YouTube channel. I'll pop in and watch you perform. I wish I had more interesting things to say. Beth and I are headed out for the grocery store in a little while. I guess that's going to be our entertainment for the day. Anyway, yeah, I was on last week, and you did check in. As we get on in years, Stu, your memory just disappears. It's hard to remember who you are yourself. Anyway, I better stop saying dumb things. It's KJ4ZOY back to M0OMT.
Yeah, okay, Steve. Well, I'm working 18 hours, 20 hours a day, and there's only 24 hours in a day. So I don't know when Monday starts and Friday ends. I really don't. Most of the week I'm on autopilot, and I feel like I've had a drink, like I'm a functioning alcoholic. So I know exactly what you mean. It's nothing to do with my memory. It's how hard I'm pushing my body. But I've got some great antennas. They've arrived. I am in the middle of testing them. I will be doing videos. I will be uploading the videos of me testing these antennas, showing you what I can do. And I'm looking forward to that. So I do have things to keep me going for the first part of the year. And I'd like to share that with you. So all the best, Stephen. And we'll catch you later on. It's my birthday in 2 weeks. And I think you mentioned that weekend as well. So not next weekend, but the weekend after, the 24th of January, is my birthday. So we'll work something out. All the best, 7-3. Who we got next? We've got Tito Bravo 3, Golf Papa X-Ray, Mike in York, Pennsylvania. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, M0ONT in the net, KD3GPX. Mike York, Pennsylvania. Good day to everybody. Coming in on the TGIF side of the network here, Talker 6817. And using a Shark RF M1KE to make the trip. Hopefully we're getting there okay. 0 centigrade here, mixed clouds and sun. I think it may warm up just a bit more. Now some of that snow from the past 2 storms that we had here. As far as today goes, to play some radio and do some shredding. I had to replace the shredder after a good 15 years of good service. So I guess I got my money's worth out of that. So we got a new one here, and we'll put that through its paces today. And also got a whole bunch of 45 RPM records from another ham guy. So going to be enjoying some of that stuff. And that's it, as it is now. Back to that KB3 GPX.
Yeah, I'm Zero OMT. Well, I hope you have fun playing radio this afternoon. And listening to music as well. Some old records, that'd be lovely. Bring back some memories. Music does that, doesn't it? Music does bring back memories, which is absolutely fantastic. What else was I going to say? Yeah, you're coming in on a Shark RF over to the TGIF. It was a little bit wobbly, packet lossy. I don't know if that's your end or the bridging end, but towards the end of your over, it cleared up. So I'm not really worried about that, but I will give you a genuine report.
Yeah, all fine there, Stuart. It might be internet quality of the data, bandwidth, maybe some transcoding issues there. But most everyone's coming in fairly well on this side. There's a little warble as well from time to time, so I guess that's expected. I think probably just some transcoding going on there. But in any case, good net here so far this morning, and we'll listen out here and see who else wants to hop in. M0 OMT and the net KB3 GPX.
Yeah, with a pause, I did hear it key up, but like I say, it didn't affect the rodeo. It was a little bit packet lossy, but I heard everything you said. I just wanted to make you aware of that. Okay, we'll move down the list, and all the best to you, Mike. Enjoy you playing your radio. There's nothing better. When I get the time, that is. I think I'm going to have to start making excuses to get out of the house more often so I can get to play radio. Okay, we've got 2E0 EVP next on the list, and that is Martin in Rotherham in the UK. Are you with us, Martin? Pick it up.
Good evening, Stuart, and everybody else. Well, good evening to everybody in the UK and wherever you are in the world. Good morning and good night. So I don't know where everybody is today, but yeah, just finished dinner here, Stuart. So that was good timing with the dinner. And thoroughly enjoyed it as well. So I've been at it since 10 o'clock this morning cooking dinner. So yeah, apart from that, not much else is happening. Well, last night I spoke to you for 2 minutes, but I trust you had a good Christmas and New Year anyway, Stuart. And I wish everybody all the best for 2025 as well. Nothing much else to say, Stuart. Good net as always, and we'll hopefully catch up with you again in the near future. I'm going to do the dishes now from 2E0 EVP over on Peanut. Over.
Yeah, okay, Martin. Yeah, well, you're a good audio into my headset here on the Peanut application. Really, really good audio. So, yeah, like I say, I'm wearing a headset. Should I burst into song like Madonna? Now hands that do dishes can feel soft as your face. So enjoy the dishes. I'll get that chore as well. I've just made me dinner, so I'll have to do my own. It's the rule in this house now, because everybody walks away and leaves them for Jacqueline, and she goes off a trolley. She really does. So all the best to you, Morton. Cheers. 7-3, 20 EVP M0MT. Okay, guys, I am at the bottom of my list. I am looking for more check-ins for the Worldwide Rag 2 Amateur Radio Network. For those that have just joined us, this is an amateur radio net. We are worldwide via the internet, going out on RF on 2 meter 77s all over the world. So is there anybody else wishing to check in, please? Please call now, QRZ for the Worldwide Rag 2 Amateur Radio Network.
Kilo Charlie 4 Zulu Echo X-Ray in Kentucky. Name is Charles.
Yeah, okay. Kilo Charlie 4, Charles in Kentucky. I should know it, but my brain and my hand weren't working together. What's the last three part of your call sign? I messed it up before in the past, I'm sure I have.
Zulu Echo X-Ray ZEX.
Yeah, KC4 Zulu Echo X-Ray, Charles in Kentucky. How are you getting on, Charles? And we've had some fantastic conditions, 10 meters again. You could talk about that or anything else that you've got off the ground at the moment. But I hope you had a nice time. I know you were celebrating the holiday season on your own this year. So I hope you did have a nice time there, Charles. KC4 ZEX 70OMT.
Yes, glad to be here this morning. Well, it's been a lousy week around here. Last Sunday we got about 8 inches of snow and some freezing rain. My antenna vertical, it's been froze up all week. Finally got it halfway thawed out yesterday. I've been listening, but I hadn't been trying to do any transmitting. I may try to get on today a little bit. 10, 12, and 17 meters is open in good shape. Have been all week, but I was just afraid I'd burn something up trying to use that iced over antenna.
Yeah, M0MT. Yeah, it's always an odd one. You just don't know, do you? You don't know if it's going to be safe to transmit. It can affect your SWR, ice, snow, and things like that. But it's been great on 10 meters. 10 meters has been booming like 17. I was on there this morning. I got a cheeky 5 minutes to plug it in and have a listen on my long wire. And really good, really good. So I'll be back out there later and chasing the grey light. It's getting dark here now in the UK. Just coming up to 4:30 in the afternoon. So by 5, I should be right on top of that grey line and put some calls out. But what have you got up for 10 meters? Is an Amtron 99, is it? You said it was a vertigo, so I'm going to take a pop at an Amtron 99.
That is right. That's what I've been using. I've had good luck with it on all 3 bands. Some people say it don't do very well, but I've talked everywhere on it. A little while ago, I heard a guy in the Netherlands. He was in good shape, and there was a guy down in Jamaica in good shape. I said, I've heard several other stations throughout the week, but just I was afraid to take a chance on, what it was going to do. It showed it was fair, but I was afraid to take a chance on transmitting much on it. But we got another 3 or 4 inches of snow day before yesterday. It's right at the edge of freezing right now, but at least the sun's shining and some of the icicles is melting and some of it's leaving. Hopefully by this afternoon late it'll be a little bit better anyway.
Yeah, I'm 0MT. Well, it's like the ice age here in the UK, where the whole of the UK is just covered in a sheet of ice. Charles, not good at all. But I've got to drive tomorrow, Monday. I'm going down to Cardiff, which is at Wales, so I'll be in Mike Whiskey 0. It'll take me about 7 hours, 8 hours to get there. And then I've got to do the return journey as well. I'm only in a small van. My truck's off the road. So I've got all of that to look forward to. But, I may try and drag it out and get a hotel. I don't fancy doing the whole lot. Like I say, I'm working for anything between 14 to 18 hours a day. It certainly takes a toll on you by the end of the week. Okay, I'll give you back, Charles. Take one more from you. We'll put a call out and see if anybody else is about.
All righty. Well, I've been out one time this week. I went out Thursday for a little while. I thought, well, I better get out before that other 4 inches of snow come. Hopefully, like I said, it'll get better today. We've had a lot of lines and trees down and road blocked for short periods of time the last week, so it hasn't been a very good week. But hopefully this next week will be, well, it's not going to be a lot better because it's supposed to go back down real cold in about 2 more days. So we'll be back. May not get the snow, but we'll get the cold anyway. We'll get off there and be listening and let you go there. KC4ZX.
Okay, Charles, thanks for checking in. KC4ZEX M0OMT. Nice to hear you, and I'm always listening every week without fail. So I might be in the chair, I don't know, but I look forward to hearing your voice again. You take care and enjoy your radio. 7-3, God bless from me. Okay, I am at the bottom of my list. I'm looking for check-ins. This is the Worldwide Rag 2 Amateur Radio Network. QRZ, please.
Yeah, you got G7HSY, George 7 Hotel Sierra Yankee, listening. Over to you, Stu.
Yeah, okay. Just leave a pause in case there's anybody else. J7HSY and 0OMT. Happy New Year to you, Brian. I don't think we've worked. Oh, we have worked over the radio, haven't I? Of course I have. How's things with you, Brian, in sunny South Shields?
A little bit icy over here at the moment, like, you know. I've been doing my jobs today, like, I've yet to take the dog out for a walk on the back hills. I might do that a bit later, but it's getting a bit dark. Yeah, well, the local time, as you should know, it's 16:41 on this clock. So it's about, quarter to 5. It's getting a little bit lighter in the mornings now, so it's progressing okay. I don't know if you can get away on the 20th, like G2ARY's funeral over Tynemouth over there. I don't know if you really, I didn't like going to funerals, like, you know, but I've known the guy for a long time and I've got a show face. So I was talking to Lisa just a few days ago, like, you know, doesn't look very well to say the least, but that's about all. There's quite a few people that's going, like, you know, Ron G6BIA might be going. He's talking for a long time, like, you know. Well, he was in '95, so he's had a good innings. He was a right likeable bloke. He'll do anything, or he did do anything. If you stuck, he'll sort you out with the product, or give you a hand. Like, you know, very knowledgeable, or he was one of the two. I just thought I would, if everybody knew about him on frequency. It's just on the 20th at 10:30 after Creme. Over to you.
Yeah, OMT. It will be a Monday. I would imagine I'll be working, but if there is no work up for us, I'll try and get away. If you could update us with the details when you get them, what time and which crematorium. I would imagine it's the one at North Shields on their side of the water. But yeah, well, all goes out for Lisa. And yeah, he's had a good innings, hasn't he? That's not too shabby. And he was a nice guy. I've said this to you before. Never heard him get upset or anything like that. And he used to run a net himself. The Raffers net, but I never really checked in because I wasn't in the RAF or all the services. So I felt it would be a little bit cheeky to check in. Maybe I should have done. You know what I am like. I am very, very cheeky, Brian.
Well, you didn't have to have any qualifications to get in. There was a couple of RAF guys there. There's some kind of club or pub or something up at the top of Westoe, the RAF Association, like, you know. But I don't know what's been going on at the local airport, like, you know. They've been moving a lot of things about. Have you seen them C-17s coming in from the American Air Force and RAF that's coming into Newcastle, touch and goes and whatever you like, you know. They were at it yesterday. And I noticed the Royal Canadian Mounted Air Force took off from Prestwick and they came down, and I was wondering why they were only flying at 10,000 feet. Normally they go over towards Paris way, like, you know, over to Italy. But it came in and had a couple of touch and goes at Newcastle Airport, and there was quite a few all day coming in when it's clear. But it was good. I was watching them on flight radar, like, you know. There's something going on that they're not letting one know about it, like, you know. Something's happening, and they're keeping dead quiet. They might be looking for Stormer or somebody like that, like, you know. But that's an understatement. I better stop myself going there. Never mind. I'll push it back here. Dale says he was going to call in, like, you know. I've been round at his house today to pick some literature up from his printer. Back over to you. This is George 7 Hotel Sarah Yankee Morning.
Yeah, G7HSYM0MT. Well, I love it when you conspiracy theorists come on and start talking. Well, they must be up to something. No, they're not. They're just training. Do you know why they come over here? Because they've got more freedom to do what they want in our airspace. They can fly lower, faster, everything. They absolutely love it. And they go to the ones from RAF Liam, they go over like Lake Windermere, and they're literally skimming the lake. They absolutely love it, and they say the scenery is just out of this world. So I wouldn't think they're up to anything. And if they were, you've just blown the cover on that one. G7HSYM0.
Yeah, G7HSY returning. Well, there's a lot of them come from Ramstein in Germany, and they fly over towards Suffolk, and then they go up the coast, as you know, past Scarborough way, and they go quite low down there, and then they veer off over the moors, and they head up towards Prestwick, normally, sometimes they just land there overnight and then they're off in the morning. But I noticed about 3 days ago there was a Galaxy came over from Ramstein and he landed straight at Prestwick. But obviously I'm thinking that they're bringing tanks and all that from Germany to get repaired or something, you know. God knows what they're fetching back over there, like, you know. But I think they're sending old tanks back to the States to get repaired or what have you, I don't know. But there's a lot of activity floating around. And there's a lot of airspace off in the Norfolk coast because they must have 300-400 miles of it over there doing, if you know what I mean. Because there's load of fighter jets and Hornets are flying off the coast there. I've watched flight radar quite often down here. Never mind, I'll get off the subject. I'll let you call in for more call-ins, okay?
Yeah, zero. Yeah, there's a few down there with the jets and everything, isn't there, down in Norfolk area and Suffolk. So yeah, they're doing it all the time. You hear them squawking. Is that it? Squawking when they're practicing. But yeah, okay. I haven't heard Davey, but hopefully he's over his shingles. And you take care, Brian. Nice to see you. I'll catch up with you shortly. Okay, I am at the bottom of my list. Is there anybody else wishing to check in? This here is the Worldwide Brand 2 Amateur Radio Network. For anybody watching on TikTok, we are live streaming on TikTok. You can connect on Echolink GB3ZN-R. You can connect on Echolink WWERG conference. And you can come in on Zello. You can come up in Peanut. There's all kinds. So if you can't get by a radio or you don't have All-Star, Echolink or the other apps are absolutely fine. Okay, with that, do we have any more callers? QRZ for the Worldwide Brand 2 Amateur Radio Network. QRZ, Mike Zero Oscar Mike Tango. Mike Zero Oscar Mike Tango. Check-ins, QRZ.
Lima Bravo to Oscar Kilo.
Lima Bravo to Oscar Kilo, or was it Echo Kilo? Go ahead again, please. QRZ again.
You got it correct the first time. It's Lima Bravo to Oscar Kilo. Sondre from Norway, over.
Yeah, I thought I'd heard it right. Lima Bravo 2 OK in Norway. I didn't catch the name. The name this side would be Stu, Sierra Tango Uniform. And my call sign's M0 Oscar Mike Tango in Newcastle upon Tyne. Nice to hear you. I don't think I've ever worked you on the net. Are you a first time check-in? Microphone to you.
Yeah, first time checking in. My name is Sondre. Sierra Oscar November Delta Romeo Echo. and I'm pretty fresh in the game because I got my A license, or the equivalent to the US extra license, on the 18th of December. So I've just been at home for a few weeks. Work.
Well, that's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic, Sonra. Welcome to the hobby. There's a good bunch of people out here. I'm sure they'll help you along your way. I give you advice, bad advice, good advice. I wish I'd known now. I wish I knew then what I knew now. I wouldn't have spent an absolute fortune, but it's been a pleasure making that journey. I've been in the hobby since 2002, licensed in 2002 as an M3, which is a foundation call sign here in the UK. And never looked back. I've never ever been off the radio. I've had children and everything. And still being active on the radio. So 2002. 23 years solid. And like I say, I've never looked back. So yeah, welcome to the hobby. I'm sure you'll get your station off the ground. It just takes time. But if you take advice from the right people, you might have to only do it once, twice, maybe 3 times to get it the way you want it to be. Lima Bravo 2 Oscar Kilo M0 OMT.
Yeah, I already have started a conventional radio script. On HF, I have an ICOM 7300, only QRE digital for now. Too much noise in the apartment building I'm living in. On the EMR, I use a Entone 878. QRE then now for almost a week, but already been talking to people all over the world. I got a 578, which I got on analog for now. Gonna take that on DMR too, but for now I've just been using my handheld. My impression up till now is, wow, it wasn't a world that opened up. It was a universe that opened up when I finally got my call sign. And I'm happy I did. I can see myself doing this till I'm gray and old. I'm only 88 model, so 36 years of age. Working in a grocery store on a daily basis. Doing this, my impressions of other hams up until now is mainly very good. You got people of all ages that really wish to use the fuse box or the brain. And somebody loves it when you can use an IR camera and the brain side is really lighting up. They really wants to use their brain, even though their age is pretty high. And a lot of the kind of stuff, people that doesn't give up despite their age. Yeah, I'm not going to hold you for very long, but that's what I got to say for now. Over.
Yeah, Mike Zero Oscar, Mike Tango. Okay, Sona. Well, as you said, there's people from all walks of life on amateur radio. We had Frank, W1AD. He came in. He's a pilot. You had another guy on here. He used to be a disc jockey, a radio DJ, and things like that. So, but most people in amateur radio, you'll find they were ex-communication engineers and things like that. So, or ex-services. So they've played with radio and communications for a long, long time. Something they just do not break away with. I think you'll find there's really nice amateur radio operators on the air. It's when you look into social media, there's a lot of negativity. There's always someone will say, no, that's not right. You should be doing this. You do what you want to do. Don't listen to anybody. Nobody's there to tell you what to do. You're here to tell yourself what you would like to do. So I'll leave it at that. Lima Bravo 2, Oscar Kilo M0MT. Thanks for checking in. It's really nice to meet your acquaintance.
Yeah, likewise, likewise. I just want to wish the people that are still listening a happy Sunday evening or day or whatever is where they are. And yeah, that's it for me for now. Probably want to gonna check him back next week, I suppose. Yeah, Lima Bravo 2 Oscar Kilo, wishing everybody a Sunday night.
Yeah, M0MT. Well, you're welcome to call out at any time. Anytime you wish. This isn't just open on a Sunday. There's guys listening all through the week. You also have different nets. We have one on a Wednesday, the Wednesday night net. There's a big one on a Friday. So whenever you feel you have 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you want a little chin wag, we'll be here. That's from me and everybody else that hangs around this connection. So thank you very much. I'll move along. Is there any more check-ins? We're just getting up to the top of the hour. But all the best from me. 7-3. QRZ for the Worldwide Rag 2 Amateur Radio Network. Any more check-ins? I can't hang around for a little bit longer. If anybody would like to check in, that's not a problem. QRZ for the Worldwide Rag 2 Amateur Radio Network. QRZ. Oh, well, nothing heard. We'll go last call then. Last call if I've exaggerated everybody. All the check-ins. It's been nice hearing you all. How many we got? Got at least 10, 11 including myself. Let's see if we can go over one more. Last call for the Worldwide Rag 2 Amateur Radio Network. QRZ.
Golf Zero Lima Hotel X-Ray.
QRZ, last call, Mike Zero Oscar Mike Tango. Just off the top of my head, we haven't heard Mary. She's maybe travelling home from church or playing on a snowmobile. We didn't hear Case3WS. I haven't heard him today. A few others. So QRZ, Mike Zero Oscar Mike Tango.
E3 PPK.
KB3VBK, I knew you wouldn't let me down. I just had to call you out, didn't I? How you doing? Happy New Year, Mary.
Church early this morning, so I was listening all to the whole night. And I don't know, I just didn't feel like talking, but you called my name, so here I am.
Yeah, Zero Webtape. Well, I can't be the only one to bring glitz and glamour to the net. I do need you as my sidekick, don't I?
So, it's 45 degrees here. Kind of getting cabin fever. There's not enough snow for the snowmobile. It's a little too cold and leftover stuff on the road for the motorcycles, so it's going to be a football day today. I guess the Buffalo Bills are playing at 1 o'clock. And I went shopping early, so I'm all set for today. I'm going to hang out and play with my puppy.
Yeah, I don't know how to answer that. The last bit, I don't know how to answer that. But yeah, there's plenty of ice here. You could certainly come up, bring a snowmobile over here. We haven't even left the doors. We haven't got across the doors all weekend. We've had the shopping delivered. It's just horrible, absolutely horrible. I've been out in the garden putting antennas and things up. You said you've been listening, so you know what I've been fooling about with. But yeah, okay, well, enjoy your football game. Anything else from me, Mary?
Like the last day of the Christmas season, according to the church. So I think I'll be taking down my Christmas decoration, which was just a little LED tree. So nothing big about that. But yeah, I hope everyone has a great week and be listening around the airwaves. Maybe do some HF today or something. We'll see who's out there on the air. And back to you. Have a great day. And that's it for me. KB3VP.
Yeah, KB3VBKM0MT. Well, I'm going to try and get an hour on the HF radio as well now. I'm right on the grey line, so I think I'll wind up the power and see who's out there and call DX, see where I can work. But thanks for checking in, Mary. All the best to you. Do take care, and I'll catch up with you, if not through the week, next week out. Is there anybody else? Last call, Mike Zero, Oscar, Mike Tango.
N5 NWI.
Mike Zero, Oscar Mike Tango. This is Lima Bravo 2 Oscar Kilo. If nobody else comes on, I would like to end it with a little bit of fun one that's happened to me yesterday. All right.
Yeah, the Lima Bravo 2 Oscar Kilo. Yeah, no problem. You're more than welcome to do that. But we did have one more check-in. A November 5 station. I heard a double, November 5. Go ahead.
November 5, November Whiskey India, N5 NWI. Barry in Vancouver, Washington. Just want to say hello, and it's 42 degrees, and all we get is rain and ice, snow. Anyway, heard you guys in Echo Lake. Just want to say hi, and I got to go, but I appreciate letting me log in, N5 NWI.
Yeah, N5NWI, Barry in Vancouver. Nice to hear you. Thank you very much for the check-in. And we're here every week and every day of the week. So please feel free to put a call out whenever you fancy. It'd be great to make your acquaintance a little bit more. I'll put it back to you, see if you've got anything else, and then we'll throw it over to Norway. No, I guess Barry was in and out. Are you still there, Sona? Lima Bravo 2, Oscar Kilo. Go on, you pick up the mic.
Yeah, thanks. I'm still here. Apologies for cutting anyone off. Just what I wanted to say. Well, thing came to my mind when you said I can get on every time I want. Yesterday there was an X-ray Elnet, but I didn't even knew that. I just logged on, heard a net, and if anyone wanted to check in, so for the call sign out there, but and it ended up with that I had crashed. I had X-ray Elnet, but the operator was fantastic and let me speak a little bit towards the end, which is understandable. When I heard it was X-ray Elnet, I thought I was just going to get turned away. Yeah, that was my little fun one from me. Yeah. Have a nice Sunday, everyone. Mike, Mike 0, Oscar Mike Tango. This is Lima Bravo 2, Oscar 0. All right.
Yeah, Lima Bravo 2, Oscar Kilo M0 OMT. Yeah, like I say, you can call out on here anytime you want. Yeah, the XYL. Oh, I'd love that. Surrounded by women. That would make my day. It really would. But if there's no activity on here, if you go to Google and type netlogger, there's always activity somewhere on the planet. So you will find people talking. They do drop in, do lots. But if you go to netlogger, it'll tell you which nets are active. If you're in the nets, if you just want to rag to, then you've got to search for different people where the activity is. This is getting quite busy during the week. We're getting a bigger network, and there's always someone floating about. I'm sure they'll come back to you. And your English is perfect, by the way. Lima Bravo 2, Oscar Kilo M0 OMT.
Thank you very much. That's what it was it for me. No, probably stay on, even though I just gonna listen from now on. Have a happy Sunday. Again, simply from Lima Bravo to Oscar Kilo.
Yeah, okay. Well, 7-3 from me, and I'm sure if I'll hear you, I'll come back to you. I'm not shy, so I'll speak to anybody. Okay, before I tie the ribbons on it, is there anybody else? QRZ for the Worldwide Rag 2 Amateur Radio Network. Let's get you in the log before we tie the ribbons.
G0 LHX.
Yeah, we got you, Harry. J0LHX, Harry, and oh man, I forgot where you are. Go on, introduce yourself, Harry.
Very good evening to everybody in the net from Golf Sierra Lima Hotel X-Ray. Name's Harry and the QTH is Bridgewater in the county of Somerset, UK. I haven't been monitoring very long. I did call in a little bit earlier on, but I think someone must have doubled with me. But never mind. I'm sat here in the warm on the log fire, and way of communication, so I'm just using my cell phone, mobile phone, as I always do. Works very well for me. Hope everybody is well and had a good day. I've been very busy. I've had 2.5 ton of logs delivered to me today, and another 2.5 tons delivered to a neighbour across the road, which we've had to go and give them a hand, move them all about. But otherwise, very pleasant day. From G0LHX.
Yeah, J0LHX, Harry and Bridgewater. I was writing Bridgewater down the minute I let go of the mic. 2.5 ton of logs. That's quite a few hot tubs. That really is. What are you using the logs for, Harry?
I got a log burner. We got a log burner. Well, it's actually 2.5 ton, 5 ton total, because I got my neighbour 2.5 ton as well, and they were delivered. We had to move them in, but 2.5 ton today. I got another 2 ton coming on Tuesday, so that should see me out the winter. But saves using the Century and the oil. Oil's more expensive, and I enjoy sitting next to a fire. It's lovely. From G0LHX.
Yeah, just quickly, and then I'll tie the ribbons up and I'll let you all talk amongst yourselves. There's nothing beats a real fire, is there? We used to always have park rays, coal fires. Coal was big in the UK. It gave people jobs and it kept them warm as well. So I find with these electric fires, you're sitting in the room. The minute you turn it off, you feel cold. You only feel warm when it's on, and then it's gone. Where coal or wood would heat the whole room. Not like these artificial fires, Harry. Let me give you a back, and then I'll close the net.
Okie dokie. Yeah, no, there's no. You can't beat a real fire. It's a big log burner. It's the biggest one I could find for the size of my room. It's got a lovely glass front, a big glass front, and it's so easy to light. And it's just logs only. I can't put coal on it. It's not a multi burner. I didn't want a multi burner. Logs are ideal. But I got to look out for a chainsaw from somewhere because it'd be cheaper if I go out and cut myself. But that one, it's not all that expensive. But it's if you can get dry kiln wood, that's the problem. If it's damp, it makes it all steam up and clogs up the blooming flue liner, etc., etc. But yeah, well, it's great hearing everybody on the net this afternoon. I have been monitoring for quite a while. I had to call in before you closed it down. So I'll say 73s, good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, wherever, and look forward to the next time. From G0LHX.
Yeah, from M0OMT. Yeah, no problem, Harry. I'll close it down and then I can maybe hang about while I pack the equipment up or give someone else a chance. But thank you very much for those that have checked in or any shortwave listeners that are listening. A very good weekend to you too. And we'll catch you sometime shortly. We're not going anywhere, so we'll speak to you all soon. But the net is now closed. Thank you very much for your participation, and we'll speak to you all again in the near future. M0MT, closing the Worldwide Rag 2 Amateur Radio Net. 7-3.
Zero OMT, this is G7HSY.
Yeah, go on, Brian, go on.
Yeah, Roger. I've been here, not all the time, like, you know. I've been listening from another room and what have you. Not too many today, I suppose, like, you know, I don't know. And I think it's the beginning of the year or what. Has Dave called in or Gary or anybody? I mean, I'll be taking the dog out in the next 10 minutes, like, she's waiting to get to it, I'm just better. I was around at Dave's the other about 2 o'clock or something like that, like, you know. There's a right moped on 500, like, you know. His call sign's 222. What's all that about? Have you heard him?
Well, I know what a number 1 is. I know what a number 2 is. So he's a 222, is he?
Aye, definitely a number 2, or a third number 2. No, Dave first got talking to him, like, and he says, hey, what's your call sign, man? You can't just come on, is anybody there? What's happening there? And he answered him like, Dave says, what's your call sign? He says, I'm 222. I busted laughing. They'll get funded out eventually, like, you know. You wouldn't have, in your toolbox, you wouldn't have a DV loop, would you?
A DV loop? What do you mean? Never heard of one. What's a DV loop?
I think I've got it right. I'm sure it's a DV loop. It's where you can pinpoint, especially with Google Earth, if you've got the right coordinates where you are, and you can pinpoint where they are. It's somewhere in the Tyneside area. It's very strong on me.
I wouldn't really worry about it, Brian. You'll just get rid of him and another one will pop up. I mean, these handhelds and mobile radios are being sold for next to nothing, and they're falling into the wrong hands. Maybe they should, well, they can't really. I was going to say, you should have to supply your license before you buy one. But they cover that many frequencies now. They're open to the whole world, unfortunately. People are plugging them. They're plugging them on the internet, saying, oh, do this or do that. And they're just falling in the wrong hands and getting on the wrong bands. So they're like drug dealers. You'll get rid of one and another one will pop up.
Yeah, I suppose you're right, like, you know, no, it didn't get me going out like that, like, you know, I just remembered years and years ago when that guy was transmitting on A-band to Newcastle Airport and he's trying to call the pilots up. He got a nice little fine, like, you know, I think he got 10 months in jail, £4,500 fine, and all his gear confiscated. But they sent them guys up from Middlesbrough at the time. It's can you remember what year that was? Was it 1997 or 1984? It's one of them 2 years. It was all over the Chronicle and the TV. Such a long time ago, like, you know, but there hasn't been anybody lately, if you know what I mean. But he got his cup opened, you know, all in one go. No, he's never come back, like, you know. We're talking about endangering aircraft and things like that, like, you know. Can you remember that? Or was it before your times too?
Yeah, well, I've only just been released. I've only just come out of prison for that. Just took my suit off with the stripes and the arrows on. And my swag bag. But no, before my time, Brian. But it's not centralised to the northeast. It's happening all over the country and all over the world. You get people that they buy something and they don't know what it's capable of doing, unfortunately. And like I say, if he hasn't got a license and he's transmitting, he shouldn't be. And he'll get found out. I do know about the guy calling the Coast Guard. He had a marine radio or something like that, and he was calling the Coast Guard. That was up this neck of the woods.
That must have been like 2 or 3 years ago. I heard some kids yapping on, calling, you know, over Tynemouth way, North Shields way, where it's situated, like, you know. I have heard these two girls yapping away, like, you know, trying to be clever, you know what. That, like I say, that was about 2 or 3 years ago, like, you know. I just switched it off and went elsewhere. Sometimes I'm on channel 12.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they're not educated. They're not educated. They don't know that it's a ham band. They just hear a voice on the radio and they want to talk to them. It's human nature. They hear someone and they want to be heard, so they keep the mic. Unfortunately, there should be a lot more education on them. Or you buy the radio and you put your call sign in it and it unlocks it. I don't know the way around it. I don't know the solution, but it'll get worse before it gets better, Brian.
Yeah, well, what have you got planned for the day then? I'm just closing down shortly. And I'll be, like I say, I'll be getting the dog out. The local time is, 17:29, so by the time I get back, it'll be about 10 to 6. I think I'll just watch the news, see what's going on. Them fires over in California or something, in it. You can see them huge houses burnt down. And one I saw was 3 huge cars on the driveway, huge driveway, all gone. It looks really terrible for them people over there, mate. Really terrible.
Yeah, zero OMT. It makes you reflect, doesn't it? How lucky you are. Can you imagine that? All your prized possessions, all your belongings, everything, just gone up in a puff of smoke. So yeah, we're all go out of them over there in California and LA and places like that. I hope it comes to an end abruptly, and they can move on and restart their lives. Okay, Brian, there was a few on here. I don't know if you heard the news station, the Lima Bravo 2, Oscar Kilo. He's going to be hanging about if you want to work him. I know you're floating around, so if you hear him, go back to him. Harry's out there and everything. So let me get this all packed away, what I had set up for the live stream. I will be listening, M0OMT.
Okay, then you push off and whatever. I'll see Gary around M6CVP. Are you on the line, like Gary? Response, this is G7HSY, morning.
HFY, M0NCZ, good evening.
Quick up in the morning, I was just about to switch the radio off because I was looking at my phone. I didn't quite catch the call. So I just saw 7 hotels there at Yankee on the northeast coast of the UK.
Yeah, that's right. It's